welcoming you all on the wide angle. I am Arbat. Today, the world has come to revolve somewhere way nearer home. It was there in West Asia for the last 1 month or so when the war waged, and now the aftermath of that war has brought the world to the subcontinent of India, but not to India, but to the Pakistan. There is the disquieting feeling that this greatness of Pakistan has been thrust upon it by Vishwaguru, India. India, since immemorial times, has been accepted as a world leader. But over the past decade or so, this leader of the world, Vishwaguru thing, has been so constructedly pushed on to the head of a single party, probably a single individual. And it has been so sought to be supplemented with a muscular thinking that from being a tolerant, accommodative, resilient civilization where world could find answers to many of its troubles, India has acquired the image of an intolerant troublemaker. Just 2 decades back, Pakistan was a pariah on the world stage. Today, after this first quarter of the 21st century, Pakistan has been brought up to be, has been promoted, or even if one can say, has been pushed to be player on the world stage. There is the disquieting feeling that it is this Vishwaguru thing that has made Pakistan great, at least in the present scenario. Most of you would know the school bully, who would go and try to batter every weakling in the class. And then once he inflicted a strike, a blow on the weak boy, the bully would run away. And the boy would chase him depending upon the extent of the injury that had been done to him. And in that chase, everybody, all the boys around, would feel an empathy for the weak boy who was confronting the bully. Something very similar happened in May after the Pahalgam massacre. It was a dastardly act. Everybody condemned it. Even Pakistan condemned it. And India roundly blamed Pakistan for it. And there was much justification for that. Because the terrorists who used to inflict these dastardly acts here, the terrorists who used to conduct these dastardly operations here often came from across the border. But then something did change. The Vishwaguru thing, the muscle man, the macho, went in for optics and talked of reprisals, very drastic reprisals. and did conduct some strikes. And then there was virtual war, real war, not virtual war. And the media, it so overplayed the war that the world opinion changed. It was not an injured India, but it was the proximally Pakistan who was getting all the attention and empathy too. The result was that Pakistan got aid, Pakistan got support, Pakistan got acceptance. And from many of the nations, when India went for the surgical strikes against Pakistan, the reprisal strikes against Pakistan, there was very little support. Ironically, the support came from Afghanistan and it came from Israel. That in itself was a telling shift, but somehow we missed it. We did not see it for what it was. The weakling, the pariah, was getting sympathy of the world. And over the last year, over the last 1 year, that sympathy has gradually been in Pakistan's favor. Pakistan is slowly emerging, rather had been slowly emerging from that pariah state to into an acceptable nation where many of its sins were being surreptitiously forgiven. And at the same time, the Vishwaguru was drumming its image of bully, its image of muscle man, the image that it will not be tolerant, it will not be accommodative. So much so that in the international circles, people have been associating even genocide with India. And today, we have Pakistan made into a virtual player, while the Vishwaguru is busy doing what the world leader should not be doing, focusing the whole attention of the government, the agencies, and institutions upon the election, state election. While Pakistan, the Prime Minister, its Army Chief Field Marshal, they are not only bringing Iran and America to the table, they are even, Pakistan is even supplying support, sending its fighter jets to Saudi Arabia. This is an entirely different set of game, which was totally unimaginable just short years back. And that's where we truly stand. That's where Pakistan stands today. And there is the disquieting feeling that the inept playing of Vishwaguru has brought Pakistan to the fore on the world stage. It has made Pakistan great, while India is appears not even to know how to deal with it. The so-called pro-government media is trying to play that this peace will not hold, that this is no peace. that nothing will come out of it. It is immaterial whether anything comes out of these negotiations or not. But the fact remains that Pakistan has come to play a very positive role here, a role which very few in the world, very few nations on the world stage would not agree with. So probably there's a deep think, there's a need to reassess ourselves. There's a need to revise the way India has been operating. India has been presenting itself. India has been working itself into an unwanted frenzy of intolerant attitudes and at the same time probably even an ignorance of the realities around itself. Hope this disquiet which I am sharing will resonate in the thinking, minds, and probably bring about a rethink. Thank you.